yeah, the moon, you know, I don't want to talk about the moon too much, or the sun, but it's not really actually alive, I don't think. I mean, the sun is alive, isn't it? It's got sort of like energy in it, magnetic energy in it.
Yeah, electromagnetic
So maybe
energy.
it is alive, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe it is, you know.
Yeah.
I think, well, you know, I think our souls are kind of running on the same kind of energy. You know, I feel like we could get our energy somehow from sunlight.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, you know. I'm babbling on that rubbish, so
Yeah.
sometimes I do.
But everything relies on the sun.
That's right. We wouldn't survive without it, would we?
No, not.
You think the sun, you know, every flower, every tree. I mean, without the sun, you know, we just shrivel up into darkness and cold.
Everything would die.
Freeze, and yeah, that would be it. Life over.
Life
basically.
over, eventually. You know, maybe within a couple of years, that'd be it.
I mean, this is what we've got, isn't it? Well, we're living on this planet, and it's got oxygen around it, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Again, you know, without oxygen, we wouldn't survive, would we? I mean, I think apparently without oxygen, 3 minutes, isn't it? 3 minutes.
I think so, roughly.
Something like that.
Something like that, yeah, definitely.
And you would start losing your life. You know, but everything alive, really, I think. I'm not sure about trees, actually, because they kind of make oxygen. But I think everything alive depends on oxygen, doesn't it? You know, so I do appreciate oxygen. You know, I don't think people actually realise how beautiful and quite magical it is.
Wow.
You know, this invisible gas around us, basically.
That we all need to survive.
We do. You know, I think every living creature, let's put it that way.
That's it.
Depends on it. And we also depend on water, don't we?
Yeah.
Again, you know.
Yeah.
Every living creature needs that.
Yeah.
So we need
food.
So we need sunlight, we need water, and we need oxygen.
We need food.
And we need food. So.
Because without food as well, eventually you're going to die too.
Yeah.
You can drink as much water as you want. You don't eat any food for 3 weeks and see what happens.
Yeah. And I think it's funny, like, I think it's 3 minutes, no air, and then it's water, 3 days, and then I think it's 3 weeks food.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So we rely on oxygen, I think, the most.
Yeah.
And sunlight.
And sunlight and sun. Yeah.
Without those 2 things, you know, it'd be all dark, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And no light.
And there'd be no food.
I wouldn't be able to see you.
And there won't be much food either.
I mean, I think
there won't be any crops. Well, people could grow crops indoors and shit today. You know, that is a possibility, but not on a large enough scale, I think, straight away to provide for the population. If you see what I mean, like, you know what I mean. They might be able to do it for a certain amount of people, but I don't think you know, it would take a while for them to be able to set up a big enough indoor grow, if you see what I mean, to, you know, grow all this shit under lights, to grow vegetables under lights, if you see what I mean, and whatever else indoors.
Well, we can do it, can't we?
We can, but I don't think they can do it on a large enough scale at the moment. That if something did go wrong tomorrow, if let's say the sun was slowly starting to disappear tomorrow, and we needed to figure out a way to, I don't think they'd be able to do it fast enough to feed everyone worldwide, would they?
No.
You know, we've got close to 9 billion people on the earth right now. So they wouldn't be able to feed all those people, mate. It would be mayhem. Yeah, it'd be anarchy. People would be, you know, everyone would be going to supermarkets, fighting over the food, fighting over everything. You know.
The animals won't.
No. Yeah, the animals will continue to eat each other. Yeah. Until there's none left.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, and also something that I want to speak about as well, as we're speaking about survival, is a lot of people get stuck in what is known as like a survival mentality, and that can be good, but that can also be bad as well. Because sometimes people get so stuck in a certain survival mentality that they don't allow themselves to grow or to change or to evolve, if you see what I mean, or to experience new shit, if you see what I mean, like, you know, they're just stuck in, you know, got tunnel vision and just, you know.
Wouldn't it be good to live life with it without any experiences, basically?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Without falling in love with anyone.
Well, it's just about living and enjoying life at the same time. Of course, we all have to survive and do what we need to survive, whether it be work, hustle, have your own business, be an entrepreneur, be your own boss, whatever, be an employee, whatever. But at the end of the day, you still got to live and enjoy your life. So it's good to have a survival mentality, but also, you know, don't be too like just stuck in like one way of thinking. That's what I'm trying to say, like all the time. Like sometimes you gotta allow yourself to, you know, think outside the box and just do different shit, travel and have, you know, experience different cultures and different places and food and people and all sorts of shit. There's loads of shit to do, you know, that people should do, you know. So, you know, don't just get stuck just saying, okay, I'm just going to stay in one place forever, because, you know, that life doesn't, you know, that it doesn't always work out like that, if you see what I mean, you know. So, yeah. Don't get stuck too much in a survival mentality. Enjoy life a bit too as well.
I think it's important to enjoy life for survival.
Yeah.
Because if you don't enjoy it, you're likely to take your life.
Well, you can be miserable.
Where, you know, people take their life because they're not enjoying life.
Yeah.
And I think it's important to enjoy life. Enjoy yourself, basically, you know, enjoy who you are.
Well, a lot of people every day have to do shit that they don't want to do.
Yeah, of course.
And that is a reality. But you have to still enjoy your life.
I think everybody's got the potential to get out of the place they're in.
Yeah, of course.
To a better place.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I agree with that.
Well, some people sort of like, they got a job and they think, well, this is paying the bills.
Yeah.
And this is good enough.
Yeah.
And they don't move.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or they don't want to try it anymore, you know, go further because they're comfortable where they are.
Yes, complacent, yeah.
If you sort of mean.
Yeah.
And that's a problem, you know, for themselves, I think, when they don't want to move on to something better.
Yes.
Because there's always something better.
Yes.
I think. You know, I think like, I mean, I did a number of jobs in my life, and sometimes I didn't enjoy the jobs that I did, whatever.
Yeah.
But I ended up sort of getting into removals, you know. I thought to myself, because I used to do weight training, I thought, right, I'm not paying for this anymore, this weight training, it's costing me a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I thought, I might as well get a job with kind of like, you know, doing hard work, like removals or something, you know. And it was perfect. It was perfect, you know. I had to work every muscle in my body sometimes, do you know what I mean? And I come home really, you know, I slept well after.
I can imagine, man.
I mean, I did removal for you, didn't I?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I moved you. But yours was quite an easy removal compared to some that I did do. You know?
Yeah. But not only that, but I was going to say, when we did move, in all honesty, me and my wife had packed up most of the stuff in boxes, because we were just like, we want to have everything organised so that when we do drop all the shit off, we can say, okay, this one's marked bedroom, that one's marked kitchen. It's sort of, you know.
Yeah, well, some people are organised, yeah.
Yeah.
But like I say, all people are different, yeah. This is one thing I did learn when I did my removals. You know, I travelled all around Europe doing my removals, you know, but mostly quite local, yeah. And anyway, I met lots of different people. I met rich people, I met poor people, I met nice rich people, really, really nice people, and they gave you tips. And I met really nasty nice people, you know, and rich people and poor people. They're the same, you know. People are all the same in kind of way. You get nasty and good, whatever, you know. Sometimes there's, like I say, rich people can be the nicest people in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. And they're really nice. But what I was going to say, but some people had heavy stuff. You know, some people are rich and they got lots of stuff, and they're organised. But I went around there and we were there all day, and the stuff was heavy, you know. And I went home knackered. Do you know what I mean? And then some people, like old ladies. Right? I moved an old lady once, and she had like, we had to 5 van loads. You know.
Oh, wow.
She had loads of stuff. She was a collector. You
sounds
know?
like sounds like a bit of a hoarder.
Well, that's it. You know, some people collect stuff, don't they? And they think,
yeah,
I want lots of stuff. This would make me rich. You know,
but
they end up sort of like clamoured with all this stuff around.
Cluttered.
Which they've got to properly clean every day, you know, and work on, you know, to keep, you know, like I say, the more you buy sometimes, the more work
you're giving yourself.
More harder it is likely for you to survive in a kind of way, you know, and think clearly. You know, like thinking clearly is very important as well. And I think like if you've got lots of clutter, you can't think anymore.
Yeah.
Or if you lose something like your keys, you can't find it because
Yeah.
you've got so much stuff.
Too much shit everywhere.
You're not organised, you know. You've got to get organised with life. You've got to get on top of it.
Yeah.
And, in every corner.
Yeah.
It's possible, you know.
Yeah.
Personally, I am. I'm really above life, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm going to keep it like that and get more above life in the future in a kind of way, you know. I think it's good to get above everything, like your housework, your washing or whatever.
Yeah.
So you can do the things you love doing.
Of course, I agree.
You know, like I love doing music, you know, so I don't like doing the painting or cleaning and things, you know, I put a bit of music on and do it.
Yeah.
And it's a bit of exercise.
Yeah.
And be positive about it, you know. Being positive is good for survival as well. Important.
Very important.
Very important, you know. And it's no good waking up and being, you know, you might have a headache.
Yeah.
But you still got to be positive. I'm telling you.
That's it. You've got to
you
get.
know, you got to, like, you know, you just got to try to smile. And like, if you haven't had enough sleep, you got to try to smile.
Yeah.
And as I say, it's difficult work because, you know, human beings. Where in the matrix where you've got to find a job, earn a living, go to places where other people work as well, mix with them, and you kind of got to do it whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
It's not nice in
No.
a kind of way, and it's very depressing for a lot of people. A lot of people take their lives because of it.
Yeah.
It's a wicked world. Basically. It really is.
It's a hard world.
You know, and you've got to really understand that it's a very wicked world, okay?
Right.
And be above it. Don't get down about it. Just be positive about the wicked world you're living in.
That's it.
Just carry on, be strong.
Keep your head high and keep pushing forward.
Very important.
Yeah, very.
For survival.
Very. You know? Yeah.
But I'll let you have your say now because I've been going on.
I was just going to say I completely agree with that, mate. I think positivity is absolutely essential, you know, like...
It's beautiful.
You've got to wake up every day and just be grateful to be alive. And once you're grateful to be alive, I promise you, if you wake up every day and you feel grateful and happy to be alive, you'll be grateful for everything else.
That's right.
Throughout that day that you experience. I promise you.
I think good things come to you.
Like even in the morning when I wake up and I get going, even on my way to work, walking to work, I even say to myself, today is going to be a good day. You know what I mean? You know,
I've had a fantastic day today.
That's what I mean. Like even in the morning, like honestly, I walk to work and I'll be like saying to myself in my head, like you know, give thanks for another day. I'm alive. I'm healthy. I'm alive. I'm well. I'm blessed. You know, I've got to go and work for someone else now to earn a living, but it is what it is, and I'm still going to enjoy my day.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still going to make the most of it, and I'm not going to get down about it. I'm not going to feel upset about it or sad about it or depressed about it or whatever, because it is what it is. You know what I mean? You've got to provide. You know what I mean? I'm the man of my house, so I have to provide.
It's your life, isn't it? It's your own life.
I got to provide. So, regardless of whether or not how I feel, that's the thing. Like a lot of people, we're living in a world today where a lot of people say, "Oh, I don't feel like doing it." You know, and you see what I mean? Like. A lot of shit you just have to do, like you said it, like just now talking about like cleaning up and doing like the housework and all that type of shit. You might not feel like doing it, but you still got to do it. You're still gonna do it.
Got to be done.
I mean? So it's still got to be done. So you just get on and do it. Like no, like half-assing about it and complaining about it. Like So yeah, no point moaning about it. Just got to get on with it.
Yeah. You got to get out of the mud, basically.
Yeah.
I mean...
We live in this world today, mate. Honestly, if we started to live in a world today, especially with social media and shit, all these people say, I don't feel like doing it. It's like, mate, you've got responsibilities, you've got priorities, you've got all sorts of shit. And you're trying to tell me you don't feel like doing something, so that's why you're not going to work? You know what I mean? You're going to stay at home and sit on the couch all day long and do nothing productive.
You're not going to feel good about it afterwards, are you?
It's like you're not doing anything productive. You just want to sit at home all day and do nothing, not earn any money or doing anything. You don't have any drive, any ambition, any kind of motivation, no inspiration, no kind of goals, no kind of dreams, no kind of nothing. Like, you know, just like that's it's
like today, right? Yeah, I
Right.
look at it like today. I've had a really nice day.
Right.
I'm not being in pain at all. Do you know what I mean? Or whatever.
Right.
I've had a beautiful day. Yeah,
Mm.
and I would say actually it's the best day of my life. Yeah, and I'll tell you why. Because okay, I've had loads of Christmases in the past. Do you know what I mean? I've got they're my memories. Whatever is in my past, I remember it. You see, and it comes with me. You know, so every day forward, like tomorrow, I'm looking forward to tomorrow even more. It's kind of getting more beautiful, life in a funny way to me. I can't explain it. I've had an amazing day today. You know what I mean? I did a bit of filming this morning, like filmed some pigeons and I fed them, whatever.
Yeah.
And I did a bit of work here, you know, so that's made my life better for tomorrow, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's all about making your life better, being positive. You know, you're not going to get, like, if you can't cook, for instance, you're not going to learn it overnight, you know, it's going to take time.
Yes.
You know, and everything takes time to learn.
Yeah.
You know, you'll slowly learn everything in life, you know.
It takes application, you know.
Yeah.
You just got to apply yourself, you know. Stay consistent.
Like, people don't appreciate things enough, I don't think.
It's like some
people
most
don't.
people,
Not all.
most people on their worst day live better than people. Some people on their, you know, their worst day, they live better than some people on their best day.
That's right.
If you get what I'm trying to say, you know.
Well, I ain't had a great life, okay.
There's like, so okay, there's people here in the UK that might be moaning about going to work and doing certain things and whatever else, and mate, there's people out there in some parts of the world that right now would do anything to have your job and to have your life.
Especially a dead person.
Yeah.
Especially a dead person, do you know what I
Right.
mean? To come back and have a life,
Yeah.
when you think about it.
Mm.
So I mean, people, I don't think they appreciate things enough, like their eyes, their ears. They're very beautiful tools. And just being, you know, appreciate being alive. You know, it's a very beautiful thing, I think. And being positive as well, you know, that's a very beautiful thing. When you're sad, that's a horrible feeling. You know, you won't want to live, you know, and you just don't want to do anything, and it's no good for your body. Kind of when you're running yourself down, you know, you're climbing down the hill rather than climbing up the mountain, if you see what I mean.
Yeah.
You know, and you've got to keep climbing up. It's very important, you know. And sometimes, like I say, I've not had the greatest life. I've had a great life, okay, I would say. It's been fantastic in many ways. But like I say, I've had a lot of problems, just like everyone else, I think, you know, like separations and this and that, whatever, that have distorted my survival.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, it's made my survival more difficult, basically, you know. Sort of losing a woman that I once loved and gave my heart to.
Yeah.
I gave my whole heart to her, do you know what I mean? We were together for 13 years, 2 children, then losing her was hard.
Yes.
You know, you know, it made me pretty sad, you know, not being able to be with my children so much and things like that. And it kind of like took my soul a little bit, completely, you know. And like I say, with children, it's lovely to have children around you, you know, they bring joy to you in a kind of way, you know, and happiness. And I was always happy when I had my children around me, you know. But my wife wanted a divorce and I had to sort of separate with my children, you know, and you know what, it kind of, it tears your soul up, do you know what I mean? It's heartbreaking and it hurts. But they're not children anymore, do you know what I mean? And time goes by, and you know, I just enjoy life for different reasons now. You know, I've still got my memories of my children when they're little. It didn't go the way I wanted, and it, you know, it makes, divorce makes life a lot harder to survive.
Yeah.
You know, I had to go and get another home and get all that, you know. and start again.
Start fresh.
You know, but I did it and I survived and I feel good today. You know, that I didn't give up.
Yeah, okay.
If you see what I mean.
You overcame.
I just didn't give up. You know, I love being alive. You know, and I think like a lot of people do end up taking their lives because they lost someone they love. You know. It happens to especially like younger people a lot. You know, they fall in love with someone. They're not even had any children and they're committing suicide. Do you know what I mean? It's really devastating.
Yeah.
And you think, hang on, you're not.
You've only known each other 6 months.
And you've got a long way to live yet. You know, you've got a whole future ahead of you.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Life is beautiful. You know, if you know, like say, sad. When you're feeling sad, it's horrible. It's a horrible feeling, and you got to get out of that. You got to try to, you know, like I might have said it before, but I look at sadness a bit like quicksand, and if you step into it a bit, and something makes you sad or someone upsets you for any reason, get out. You know, and I think like don't let anyone upset you, either.
Yeah.
You know, if they say something to you, and it hurts your feelings. You know, if Josh, if you said to me, I've got a big nose or something, you know, it wouldn't bother me. I said, wow, that's what you think. Yeah. You know, okay, I've got
it's your opinion.
You know, I just don't let anyone upset me anymore, you know, and I think that's very important for survival. Don't let anyone upset you.
I don't allow people to have control over your emotions.
No, that's right, yeah. That's true.
That's it.
That's true. I think it's important for survival to be happy. As well.
Well, emotional intelligence is important for survival.
Definitely.
Knowing how to pick and choose your battles.
Yeah.
If you see what I mean, in life, right around the board. You know.
Yeah. I think like when I was sorry, go on. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, obviously, you know, there's obviously, it's like okay, when you're in school, let's say for example. When you're like, let's say when I first started secondary school, if you see what I mean. Like, I would happily fight with anyone, but they had certain people, even though I was